The Clay Center Tigers continue a tough road battle as they go back on the road again tonight following the road trip to Chapman from Tuesday. Tonight it's out of league as they face off against the Council Grove Braves. Tiger pregame is here. It's being brought to you tonight by RW Pest Control and Edward Jones Investments, Terry Spielman, Financial Advisor. Our pregame talk with Coach Drew Groover is next on Tiger Pregame.
Here at RW Pest Control, being locally owned and operated means taking pride in our community and being thankful to serve and support the areas where we grew up. Our priority is protecting your home or business against the threat of unwanted pests and rodents. We know you'll be happy with our service, and you may be surprised by how much we can save you. RW Pest Control is a proud supporter of the Clay Center community and Tiger Athletics. Call us today for your free estimate or visit us online at rwpestcontrol.com.
Life changes. Then it changes again. Predicting the unexpected in life is impossible. That's why it's called unexpected. So when it comes to your financial goals, our philosophy is don't predict, prepare. I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Carrie Spielman. A job loss, change in health, or loss of a loved one can have a big impact on your family's financial security. Let's work together to help make sure you're equipped for life's unexpected events. Stop by our office at 701 4th Street for a face-to-face appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Back on Tiger Pregame, joined now by Coach Drew Groover as the Clay Center Tigers head on the road for this Friday evening into Council Grove. Coach, you're on the road Tuesday in the NCKL against the Chapman Irish, a team that jumped out so big on you the first time you guys met. Much different type of ball game for you guys Tuesday. Kind of let it slip down the stretch. I know some mistakes maybe that kind of led to the separation of the scoreboard, but really a much better performance for you guys Tuesday.
Yeah, we played well at times, and then at times we didn't play well, especially on the defensive end. Losing track of our guys. In our man-to-man, we were mixing in some zone as well, and not getting back in proper rotations on defense. We let their one guy, number 20, basically unguarded. I call it, we let him play horse out there, and no one was guarding him. And when you're playing horse, a lot of guys can make shots, and he was wide open and knocked him down. And that was kind of a big factor there. And just like I said, just some mental errors defensively. I really kind of felt like we played well enough offensively to win the game, but we didn't get near enough stops at the defensive end of the floor to give us a chance to win. And I thought our guys kept battling, throughout the game, and we had it, within 9, I think, to start the fourth quarter. But just couldn't get enough stops in the fourth quarter to give us a chance to win it at the end.
Yeah, you mentioned going into the fourth, you had fallen behind by 16 in that third quarter. A couple of those mental errors you were talking about and not getting stops led to them getting that lead out there. But you make a late charge, had momentum going to the fourth, and they just kind of came out and Chapman hit a couple of buckets, and you just had a feel then it was going to be really hard to climb back again.
Yeah, and it was, and we tried some things, and we had to start picking up full court and trying to make some things happen on the defensive end, take some chances, I guess, so to speak, and we weren't able to get any steals out of it, and when we did, maybe we forced them into some bad shots. We didn't convert down on the offensive end, or we turned the ball over ourselves. So. When you're playing from behind, sometimes that's how it goes, and we came up a little short Friday night or Tuesday night.
Let's talk about Friday night now. Coming up this evening against Council Grove, a Braves team that's 7-8 on the season. Chapman threw up a bunch of 3-pointers. It looks like Council Grove's got the same type of strategy.
Yeah, they've definitely got some guys that can shoot the ball, and they graduated a lot of guys from their team last year. I think they had 5 seniors that started last year. Looking back at our scouting report from last year on them, and so there are a lot of new faces, and so I'm sure they've steadily improved throughout the season. And the record, like you said, only 7-8, but I'm sure they've gotten better as the years gone on with new guys playing, and they, looking at their stats and watching film, they've got some guys that can light it up. If you don't get out there and guard guys and let them have open shots, that they've got the ability to knock those down, which definitely can be a problem if they start making them. So, again, we've got to do a better job. Like we just talked about Tuesday night, losing our man. We've got to do a better job tonight of finding our men and getting out on their shooters and making it tough for them to score.
You look at this season, you're to the point where you start to look ahead to the postseason. It's going to be here within just about a month. You'll be playing sub-state basketball. How's the health of your team? And I guess I'll ask that kind of in a two-part question, and I'll let you kind of explain what you feel as far as the health physically and mentally of a team that's, grinding it out, trying, working, coming up real close, and getting some get away from you. How's this team doing right now?
Yeah, I mean that's something that with all teams that even when you're winning is making sure that you're mentally still into it and getting after it in practice, and it's even tougher obviously when you're not winning ball games. And guys right now are lacking a little bit of confidence. I think they're a little bit unsure of themselves at times. And, that's something that we're trying to, build them up here at the end of the season and keep practices a little bit shorter, and really just focus and work on some of those smaller things and, things that we see in games that we need to work on, like, executing, our offense a little bit better and working on defense, kind of trying to break down, defensive scenarios where we don't lose our men like we talked about. And it's tough. I know the guys are frustrated. They aren't trying to lose games, or they obviously don't want to lose games, as nobody does. But we told them that, hey, we've got to eliminate those mental errors that we're having for us to have a chance to win some games. And it's just something that we just got to keep working on, and if we can do that, like I've said all year, we'll have a chance to win. But it's been tough with this group this year so far to eliminate those.
It's a great group, as you know, to work with them, and the payoff can come. I've heard you say it before. If you could just get things cleaned up, it's a team that can win some games down the stretch. A good one coming up tonight for you, Coach. As always, we appreciate the time. Let's go get them.
All right, thanks, Sharky.
Back with more on pregame in just a moment.
Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement in Concordia reminds you that brutal winter days will soon be here. You're almost out of time to have your roof replaced before the cold weather season arrives. Roof work must be completed with daytime temperatures of at least 45 degrees in order to avoid long-term problems with adhesiveness. Learn more at GeislerRoofing.com.
This is Dallas Hassenbeck, and Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement has you covered with more than 38 years experience.
Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement. We've got you covered.
For any concrete project you need for a residential driveway, basement, patio, or curb, you can count on Midwest Products to handle it. At every level of the job, you'll find a dedicated, skilled crew prepared to deliver a professional job. With state-approved plants in Hanover, Clay Center, Lynn, and Washington, they can meet the needs of residential, commercial, or farm-related projects. For other ready-mix concrete work, give Midwest Products a call at 800-371-2252.
Here at TSI Kansas, we'd like to say thank you to our customers for allowing TSI Kansas to serve you, and a special thanks to our drivers for their hard work and dedication, and to their families for their support and understanding. We know it takes all of these people to make us a great company. If you'd like to work for a company who cares about you and your family, call 632-5183. Ask for me, Heather. Check out our Facebook page or learn more about us at tsikansas.com.
One day they're playing grown-up, the next day they are one. And as time goes by, the cost of college continues to rise. You know that college is important, but that expenses may seem out of reach. We can help. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Carrie Spielman. Let's work together on strategies to help you tackle growing college expenses. Stop by our office at 701 4th Street in Clay Center for a face-to-face appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Back once again, we bring you to Council Grove. Tiger boys getting set to go against the Braves here on a Friday night. The Tigers 3-11 coming in ball game. Council Grove at 7-8. The Braves are led by Carter Finch, who has 11.9 a game, and Branton Tischhauser, who scores 10.9 per contest. The Tigers, the starting lineup will look like this. Nate Libby, a 6-foot senior, 13.8 a game, 4.3 boards a contest. He wears number 2. Connor Last, 6.4 a game, almost 5 boards a game for the 6'2 senior. He wears number 3. Number 10, Anthony Atkinson Inninking, averaging 19.7 a game, a 6'4 senior. He averages 7.5 rebounds a game as well. Brigham Glaves, 6 points a game, 2.5 boards, a 6'1 senior. He wears number 20. And Gavin Siebold, 6'1 senior, 2.8 points, 4.1 boards a contest. He wears number 31. So it's Livey, Last, Atkinson, Inninking, Glaves, and Siebold for the Tigers. We'll get a look at the starting lineups for both teams and get you set for the tip-off. It's coming your way on a Friday night here from Council Grove. We're back after this.
Here at RW Pest Control, being locally owned and operated means taking pride in our community and being thankful to serve and support the areas where we grew up. Our priority is protecting your home or business against the threat of unwanted pests and rodents. We know you'll be happy with our service, and you may be surprised by how much we can save you. RW Pest Control is a proud supporter of the Clay Center community and Tiger Athletics. Call us today for your free estimate or visit us online at rwpestcontrol.com.
At United Bank & Trust, we get it. Bank hours don't always fit into your schedule. With the United Bank & Trust mobile banking app, you can bank anytime, anywhere. At home, at work, or anywhere in between. You can perform convenient and secure transactions like mobile check deposit, transfer money between accounts, or see your balance instantly. Find it by searching for United Bank & Trust mobile app in your app store. Mobile banking with United Bank & Trust. It's banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Place your order now for next spring's crops and save a bundle. Count on Crop Production Services of Clay Center for the best quality corn and soybean seed. Their proven brands include DeKalb, Asgrow, Dynagro, Producers Hybrids, and LG. If you order now, you can take advantage of early cash and volume discounts, and they also have financing available. The agronomists at CPS stay current on the ever-changing field of seed technology, so they can provide well-informed advice to help increase your productivity.
When budgets are tight and price matters, you can depend on the selection of private labels at Ray's Apple Market to fill your grocery list. Best Choice and Always Save products offer customers an inexpensive alternative to national brands. But that doesn't mean they skimp on quality. Private labels are very comparable to the major brands in quality, quantity, and value. Ray's Apple Market is proud to stock a variety of private brand items throughout the store, giving you more ways to save money.
Athletics have been a mainstay of the high school scene for decades. Although many students get involved in sports simply for the love of the game, there are great benefits from participating. Our young athletes learn the fun of team rivalries and revel in the satisfaction of the job well done for their school. This feeling of community and the honor of representing the home team gives them a sense of pride that they will carry with them well beyond high school. Here's to a great winter sports season, Tigers. From your fans of Clay County National Bank, member FDIC.
Tiger Basketball on KCLY is brought to you in part by Republican Valley Irrigation, Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed, Citizens National Bank at Clay Center, Greenlee, Concordia, and Belleville, by Subway at Clay Center, Blue Valley Telecommunications, Midwest Regional Agency Jim Gearhan, Walsh Trevallion Appliance and Lumber, TSI Kansas Clay Center, United Bank and Trust, and Central Valley Ag. Great taste, fresh ingredients, lots of menu choices, all made to order with fast and friendly service. It all adds up to Subway, the one place where you can build your own meal exactly the way you like it. Subway in Clay Center is proud to sponsor CCCHS athletes, and whether you're heading to the game or getting ready to hit the road for home, the crew at Subway looks forward to seeing and serving you. Tiger fans in Subway, a winning combination.
Back once again at Council Grove as the Clay Center Tigers getting set to go against the Braves here on a Friday night. We gave you the Tiger starters, Libby, Last, Atkinson, Inninking, Glaves, and Siebold. For Council Grove, it'll be Ty Salas, 6.3 a game, a 6'2 senior. Carter Finch, 12 points a ball game, a 5'11 senior. Sam Kirk, 5 boards, 12.4 points and almost 3.5 assists for the 6'3 senior. Trace King, 6.6 a game, a 6'2 senior. And Branton Tischhauser, 11 points a ball game, is a 6'2 senior. The Clay Center Tigers and the Council Grove Braves about set to go. Our nation's colors have been presented, and our national anthem has been sung, and so we're about ready to get this thing tipped off here on a Friday night. One more time out. We'll have that tip coming up next.
From sunup till sundown, we know your irrigation equipment needs to be as hard-working as you, because we all know a farmer's job is never done. Valley is your strength in the field. We're the everyman brand. No matter your operational setup, we have the irrigation equipment and technology to move you forward. Valley's products are built to last, easy to operate, and ahead of the curve. Durable, reliable, and built tough. This is Valley.
See Republican Valley Irrigation or call 632-5588.
Do you consistently have problems with your home Wi-Fi connection? Let Blue Valley Telecommunications help with our Managed Wi-Fi program. With Blue Valley's Managed Wi-Fi, technicians will provide you with a robust router, identify the best location for your router, and help configure all your devices to have the best experience possible. If your router malfunctions, we'll even replace it for free. Plus, we offer 24/7 technical support to manage and update your router, all for a small monthly charge. To learn more about Blue Valley's Managed Wi-Fi program, visit our website at bluevalley.net or call us today.
Starting lineups announced, final huddles here for the teams as we get set to go here on a Friday night. And we see a Tiger team that played well against Chapman, against a team that really manhandled them the first time. And so hopefully they get that thing going in the right direction right now. Out here in Council Grove, Kansas. Yeah, it'd be a great time to get it done as we get set for the center tip. Anthony Atkinson-Enneking will square off against Branton Tischhauser. We're underway on a Friday night. Tischhauser kind of stealing because he got up there pretty quick and took it on its way up. So it's Council Grove with a possession to begin. Man-to-man by the Tigers on defense. Out top it comes to Carter Finch. Nearly 12 points a game for the guard. He'll swing it left wing. They lob it down inside to Salas. Back to the bucket. Ball taken away by the ball hawk. Gavin Seabold. Now off the floor comes Nate Libby. Toward the glass. Hangs in the air, and it drops it in. Ant was there for the follow, but Nate the Great knocks it in. The Tigers had an early 2-0 lead on the run out. Good finish in traffic that time by Nate Libby. Back on the defensive end, Council Grove looking in low. They are 7-8 coming into this ball game. Majority of their wins have come in their league. Here's a pull-up jumper free throw line, up and down by Branton Tischhauser. He averages almost 11 a game. So tied at 2, down court quickly. Libby to last to the post. Siebel, good post inside. Ball away in the lane, no good. Rebound comes off to Salas of Council Grove. Braves back the other direction. Finch with it. Salas thought about a three. Now gets it down into the post, and we've got a foul against Seabold inside. 2-2 tie into the free throw stripe will go. Council Grove Braves, Trace King. For Seabold, his first. King's first. And Trace King with 2 free throws coming. The first is on its way and strong. And so the Tigers still tied it to a piece. Glaves, Atkinson, and King. Seabold last, Libby on the court. Second free throw is up, and it rims in. So King hits 1 of 2. The Tigers trail for the first time, 3-2. Early on, just a minute 10 into this opening quarter. Glaves out top to Atkinson and King. Ant works off a screen from last. That kicks it left and deep to Libby. Further left it goes to Brigham Glaves down near the corner. Glaves back outside. Now last has it, wing right to Seabold. Back to Connor. Around left, Brigham has it. Glaves to Connor last. To the high post, Atkinson and King. Good movement for the Tigers. Short corner left, Libby. Ball fake. There's a hesitation move, and his second field goal early. Kind of toyed with the defense. Got it in the short corner. Ball faked and a hesitation. Now a steal by Seabold. 2-on-1 the other way. Last. He'll take it in off the feed. Coming. Go right back across to Atkinson and King. Little give and go. Nice feed from Connor Last. And able to kick it in off the window. And it's 6-3. Tigers the early advantage. Another steal by Seabold. Ball loose to the backcourt. Atkinson and King get a hustle. Salas in the area. And it's going to be out of bounds off of Council Pro. Nate Leidy comes up shaking, though, and is going to have to come out of the game, and he is really favoring that left leg. Of course, he had the ankle injury, had to miss first few games of the season, and hopefully it's something he can walk out of. Right now he's on the sideline, Dylan Swihart. And I love that hustle by Atkinson Inniking, though, although he just tosses on the inbounds and that's taken away by Council Grove. That ball was loose in the backcourt. He wasn't going to give up on it. And he made Salas go after it and eventually lose it out of bounds. And now Council Grove does have it back. There's a dribble drive left side all the way to the window. Shot is blocked by Atkinson Inniking, and he'll break down the board. Ant in a crowd, through traffic, to the lane, shake and bake, hangs in the air. Boy, he was hammered, no foul. Glaves back up, again no foul, and it's Council Grove bringing it the other direction. Down court it comes. In the lane to Tischhauser, and we have a foul before the shot called against the Tigers. And Atkinson Inniking got hammered on the offensive end, and they just let it play on. And I'm not sure Brigham Glaves didn't get fouled on the stick-back try. As it is, it's 6-3 Tigers, the lead. The ball to Council Grove from their baseline. That foul was called on Connor Last, his first. Salas to Finch, right and deep. Works off the screen. He can shoot it from 3. Triggers here and ties the ball game up. Carter Finch, 5'11" senior, averages 12 a game. And he will shoot it often from beyond the arc. And he ties it at 6 apiece. 5 minutes remains, opening quarter. Again, Nate Lively out of the game with an ankle turn, it appeared, from what we could see, his left leg. And they have taken into the locker room to take a look at that. Right corner is Glaves. Brigham, ball fakes once, now twice to the post. He gets it to Ant. Out top, Swihart, corner left. Last for 3 to answer. It's short, and the rebound comes off to Council Grove, and they've got numbers the other way. Seabold is back to the pin. Salas. Hesitation move. Finch may have been out of bounds when he caught that baseline move. He kicks it out deep now for 3, and it's off the mark. The rebound to Atkinson Inniking. Anthony will bring it. 4:23 left, first quarter. Tigers tied 6 apiece. Seabold left and deep. Out top to Swihart. Last to Dillon. Now Seabold, he wants the 3 and buries it. The ball hawk from downtown. And the Tigers back up 9-6. 4:02 left in this first period. Out deep with it is Sam Kirk. Now to Salas. Nate Lively's going to check back in. That's great news to see him back up and moving. Here's Finch into the lane in trouble. Now gets rid of it. Dribble drive near travel. Finch gets it back outside. Spins, turns to the corner. Kirk for 3. No. Long rebound, though. Salas has it. And Council Grove has it back. 3:35 to work first quarter. Another 3 in the corner right by Tischhauser. Strong, weak side rebound. Connor Last. He'll bring it. Tigers have 3-on-3 fast break opportunity. And an offensive foul is going to be called on Connor Last in transition. And that's the 3rd team foul against the Tigers. And that's the 2nd foul on Connor. And I don't understand the call. And I know I've said that a couple of times early in this game, but I have to show what I see, right?
Well, they have to be possessed and teach that was the case.
Well, they were both running down the court, and there really wasn't hardly any contact. Here's Finch. Outside deep it comes to Kirk, around right. Tigers lead it 9-6. Finch to tie it for 3. This one rattles out. Rebound, Nate Lively back in there, and he's fouled. And there's the Braves' first whistle again. 3:03 to work first quarter. So Nate the Great Lively able to get back in there and hopefully able to move at a normal pace. He had a good start. 2 quick buckets for the Tigers. Connor Last got that 2nd foul and will come out. Evan Rosenau in for the first time in this one tonight. Have a score in on Marysville Abilene boys. Marysville leading that matchup 35-27. That's at halftime. Here, 3 minutes to work first quarter. 9-6. Tigers lead it. Rosenau left to Swihart. Dillon back out to Evan, around right to Seabold. Now to Rosenau, back right. Swihart looking low to the post. Atkinson Inniking, little floater, strong. Rebound comes off to Brett Bertzer. Up the floor it comes quickly for Brady King. He'll take it strong. Blocking foul against the Tigers. Rosenau thought he had drawn the charge, but they call the block on Evan inside.
That was much closer to a charge than the one Connor got.
Yeah, no kidding. I think Evan was there just a touch late, so I think the right call. But, yes, much more of a typical offensive foul, although it was called the block. And at the free throw stripe, Brady King knocks in the first of 2. It's already the 4th team foul against the Tigers. That was the first on Evan. 2:35 remains first quarter. Tigers lead by 2. Second free throw is in for King. 9-8. Clay Center lead by 1. They do have the basketball as Atkinson into King goes right on the wing to Rosenau. To the corner, Livey. Back out deep. Swihart. High post, Siebold. Now to Ant. He wants the 3, and it's short. Rebound tipped by Siebold. Run down by Swihart. Good job by the ball hawk to keep it alive. Here's Rosenau out top. High post, Atkinson into King. To Swihart. Nate Livey back inside, and Ant's going to be fouled by Finch. This will be a out-of-bounds play for the Tigers on the baseline. Good movement that time of the Tigers. Got it around the perimeter, then fed the post a second time, and that's when the foul was called as Anthony was able to go strong to the glass. Called on the floor. Nate Livey will inbound it. Out top for Rosenau. Right side wing, it goes to Siebold. Back to Evan. Back to Siebold now. Livey running the baseline. Around left is Swihart. Corner left to Livey. Nate dribble attacks outside to Rosenau. Now Siebold. Under 2 to work first quarter. Tigers lead it by 1. Livey for 3 in the corner. He has 7 first quarter points. Nate the Great drills the triple, and it's 12-8 Tigers by 4. Bertzer brings it across for Council Grove. Right side deep, Finch. Livey on him. Nate went out with a rolled ankle, but back in and looks to be okay. Shot block inside Swihart. It goes in anyway, and he's called for the foul. And a 3-point chance here for Brady King, who hit 2 free throws earlier and now has 4 points. The Tigers lead 12-10. A minute 33 left to work in the first period.
Council Grove is 3 out of 4 so far from the free throw line.
And the Tigers get to the stripe at this point. 12-10. Brody King at the stripe to convert a 3-point play, and he does. He's 3 for 3 at the stripe. And the Tigers lead by 1 again, 12-11. Swihart brings it down. Right side, Siebold. Corner right, Livey again for 3. He's feeling it. Short on this one. And the rebound comes off to Salas for Council Grove. Minute 19 to work in this first period. Council Grove with the basketball. Fischhauser. Left and deep, it comes outside. Now around left further to Kirk. Back out deep for Bertzer. Down to a minute 5 remaining first quarter. Tigers lead it by 1. Salas has it left wing. Ball fakes it to the post. Free throw line. Fischhauser drops it down the lane. Kick out to the corner, and a travel violation on the Council Grove. Play Center has it back with a 1-point advantage. 54 to work here in the first period. They've led by as many as 6. Council Grove has been able to answer, tie it up a couple of times. Play Center lead by 1 right now. 45 to work, first quarter. Swihart around right to Siebold. Gavin to the corner for Livey. Back out deep, Swihart. Now Livey again for 3. Oh, and it rims out. Hold it down. 30 seconds to work first quarter. Back the other way will come Council Grove. Left side deep, Bertzer. 24 to work, first period. Tigers lead is 1 in the corner. 3 ball. Council Grove takes the lead. Sam Kirk drills it in the right corner. He averages 12.4 a game. 14 to work. Play Center down by 2. Swihart hands it off to Nate Livey out deep. Down to 7. Now 6. Right side it goes Swihart. 4, 3. Livey for 3 at the buzzer. It would count if it goes, but it comes up short. We'll head to quarter 2. Tigers trail 14-12. We're headed to the second quarter.
A message from Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement in Concordia. Is your home properly insulated to keep the cold outside and keep your energy bills affordable? Geisler Roofing offers several insulation solutions, including spray foam, rolled, and blown-in insulation. Learn more at GeislerRoofing.com.
This is Dallas Hasselbank, and Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement has you covered with more than 37 years experience.
Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement, we've got you covered.
The cooperative spirit drives Central Valley Ag. Energy League Kane Field says it helps everyone work together.
What I like about the cooperative, it's staring balance everybody else in the community to work towards the same goal.
Elevator Superintendent Tony Krause sees it in everyone involved in the cooperative.
I see people that are genuine, honest, uplifting, caring.
Location managers like Doug Eisenmaker lead their teams in the cooperative spirit.
It's not what I can do, it's not what you can do, but it's what we can do together.
You and Central Valley Ag, growing agriculture together.
14 13-12 ball game. Tigers trail here by 2 as we head to the second quarter. Tigers had the lead for much of that first 8 minutes, and then the three-pointer late from Kirk gives the Council Grove Braves a 2-point lead as we head to the second period. Tigers will have the basketball. Atkinson, King, Swihart, Rosenau, Lively, and Seabold on the floor for the Tigers. Here's Lively. Dribble drive, floater left baseline is strong. Weak side rebound comes away to Council Grove. Up the floor it comes to Kirk. Attacks left side. Now stops, turns, skips it right. Finch has a wide open look at 3 and buries it. His second three-pointer of the first half. Dangerous shooter, and they just lost him out on the right wing on the skip pass, and he knocked it down. Swihart has it out deep now to Rosenau. To the post, Atkinson, King. Right corner, Lively. Nate double team, kick out, Rosenau to the free throw line. It's Ant to the corner right, Lively. He'll slide in the lane. Little scoop shot up and down. He's got 9. And the Tigers trail by just 3, 17-14. Across the timeline comes Kirk with it for the Braves. 17-14 ball game. Here's a dribble drive by Finch. Leaner in the paint. No. Rebound. Rosenau rips it down. E3PO gets it off to Lively, and then up the floor it comes to Swihart, and he ends up traveling with the basketball as he crosses the timeline. 17-14.
Just 2 turnovers here so far in the game for the Tigers. Council Grove's turned it over 4 times.
6:53 remains, second period. Council Grove will inbound. Not sure what the delay was. Maybe someone asking an explanation about something. But now we're back underway. Kirk brings it across. Left and deep is Brody King. Around right to Kirk. Back inside to King. His lay-in's down. Brody King, sophomore at 6'3", is coming off the sideline. Has 7 early points. Tigers trail by 5. 6.5 to work in this second period. Here's Brigham Glaves back in. He will swing it around right to Rosenau. In the corner is Life. Nate, the double team on him. Ball fakes. Now drives. Kick across paint. Taken away by Council Grove. Braves in transition. Brody King all the way to the window. Can't get it down. Rebound to Ant. Down court pass. Here's Lively. He will get bumped. Fires it to the rim. Just with the left hand by Ant. But it was a foul well before the tip in by the Tigers. I got to follow up on what Anthony just did. Atkinson was impressed. Was behind the play. Nate gets bumped hard, and he wisely lifts it up toward the rim. He almost made it, in fact. I'm going to call this on the floor. I cannot believe this. But Ant flying from behind, the ball bounced way away from him. He just reached out with his left hand and dunked it in. It was after the whistle, but still impressive play. Here's Glaves in the corner for 3. No good. Rebound comes off to Tischhauser. Or Kirk, I should say. 19-14, Tigers trail here by 5. Finch dribbles to the right corner, now backs it out, stops, looks in the lane. Out deep it comes to Kirk. Left side baseline, Salas, 15-footer, no good. Rebound, weak side to Nate Lively. A double team immediately. Dribbles through it, now gets it to the timeline, gathers it in, and sets offense. Glaves in the corner. Bounce pass out top, E3PO. Evan Rosen out just strong. Tipped by Seabold, and he comes down on offensive board. The ball hawk always around the basketball. Comes up with it. Here's Ant, the drive, tip away. And now we've got a kick on Council Grove. It will stay with the Clay Center Tigers on their end of the floor. 5.5 to work second quarter. Tigers down 19-14. They keep the basketball. Josh Hayden in for the Tigers. As Seabold will get a breather. So it's Rosenau, Hayden, Atkinson, King, Lively, and Glaves. And now a timeout taken by the Tigers. We'll break as well. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on 100.9.
Hi, this is Maribeth Connor from the Citizens National Bank. Don't fall victim to the fraud that is happening all around. It may come in the form of an email, a phone call, or something received in the mail. Remember, if you're ever contacted and asked to send money or to give your personal information, do not do it. If you have concerns about something you have received, bring it in and we'll take a look at it with you or contact the authorities to alert them as to what has taken place. Your safety is very important to us. The Citizens National Bank, Downtown Clay Center, member FDIC.
Tigers down 19-14. Earlier, the Lady Tigers, if you missed it, were able to get by a 13-2 Council Grove team, 51-44. Tigers with the basketball out of the timeout, trailing by 5. Rosenau, around right it goes to Glaves. Now to Evan, left side wing. Livy fakes the 3, steps into the paint, kick out to Rosenau. Right side wing, Glaves. Atkinson and a King double team. Now to Rosenau. He'll skip it deep left to Livy and around to Glaves. To the post, Hayden back outside. Livy way downtown for 3. He's got another one. His second triple of the game. And he's in double digits. The Tigers trail by just 2, 19-17. 10 points now for, 12 now for Nate Livy. Corner right pitch to answer. 3 ball short. Rebound tipped by Ant, and he rips it down. Tigers have it. Atkinson and a King running the break to the lane. Stick across paint. Hayden, good ball fake that goes up and can't get the shot to go down. Got a defender up in the air and just could not finish once he steadied himself in the paint. Here's Finch all the way to the glass, and he lays it in. Finch has 8. The Tigers now trail by 4, 21-17. Here's Atkinson and a King weaving his way up the floor. Kick to the corner. Rosenau, 3 ball. Just strong. Rebound weak side comes off to Tischhauser. Good look for Rosenau. Just a little strong on that release. Here's Kirk in the front court. Finch fakes the 3, steps to the paint, pulls up, off glass, rims off. Rebound. Salas called for the foul. Lively good position inside, and the basketball does go back to the Tigers. 21-17 ball game. Tigers trail by 4, but back with possession. The foul on on Salas, his second for the Braves. Tigers bring it down, trailing by 4, midway point second quarter, 4 minutes remains in the half. And Nate Lively trying to fire one down the left corner. That missile misfired, and it was thrown on that line, but out of bounds to the principal, actually, Kelly McDivitt of Council Grove making the catch. Across it comes Brett Bertzer for Council Grove. Out top to King, handed outside Tischhauser. Backing his way into paint. Fall away jumper, guarded by Lively. No, rebound. We've got a foul inside, and it goes against the Braves. Tischhauser knew he had missed it, went in to get the offensive board, but went right through a Tiger. I think Brigham believed who he ran through. That'll be his first. Both teams whistled for 5 fouls thus far in this half. 3:40 remains. Tigers trail 21-17. Back with the basketball. Here's Rosenau in the corner to Atkinson Inniking. Down to Nate. Around to Brigham Glaves. Nate Lively with 10 or 12 of the 17 points the Tigers have put on the board. Lively, another look for 3. This one's strong. Rebound comes off to King of Council Grove. 3:15 remaining in the half. Tigers down by 4. To the post, they get it inside. Caught up in the air, the fire out deep to Kirk. Near steal by Ant, and now he forces the misfire on the pass. Tigers get it back. Connor last back in the game for Clay Center. Glaves will come out, and now another timeout taken by Coach Drew Gruber. Tigers down 4. 3:05 left here in the second quarter when we return.
When budgets are tight and price matters, you can depend on the selection of private labels at Ray's Apple Market to fill your grocery list. Best Choice and Always Safe products offer customers an inexpensive alternative to national brands. But that doesn't mean they skimp on quality. Private labels are very comparable to the major brands in quality, quantity, and value. Ray's Apple Market is proud to stock a variety of private brand items throughout the store, giving you more ways to save money.
It's a new year, so we've got new prices on models priced to sell. You know Wallace True Value is the leader in appliances for Clay County and beyond, and we're reinforcing that point by closing out some old stock to make room for another big load of scratch and hit from Whirlpool. Easy for me to say. Stop in and be amazed at how far your dollars can stretch on your appliance purchase, and remember, we service what we sell. Not everyone can make that claim, so be aware. Wallace True Value, 423 Lincoln Avenue in beautiful downtown Clay Center, open 7 days a week for you.
21-17, Tigers trail by 4. 3:05 remains in this second quarter. Clay Center does have the basketball. It was their timeout called after they had the basketball back in their possession. Nate Lively will walk it up the floor. Connor last back in the game. Hayden, Atkinson, Inniking, and Rosenau out there for the Tigers. They trail 21-17. Under 3 to work first half. Atkinson Inniking out deep to Lively. Around left is last. Connor looks to the baseline. Covered up by the Council Grove Braves 2-3 zone. Here's Rosenau left wing. Back out to Libby. Around right it comes to last. Down the corner is Ant. Turns, tries to drive it. Kick out top for Rosenau. To Libby. Back to Evan. Left wing deep is Connor Last. Now to Rosenau. 2:27 to work first half. Tigers trailing by 4 with possession. Here's Last. They have Ant running the baseline now. Fakes the 3 out to Rosenau. Lob out top for Livy. Around right to Last. Now to Nate. Left side, Rosenau to the post for Hayden. Josh kick out. Connor Last. Baseline right. Atkinson Innicky in a double team. Out top, Rosenau to Nate Livy. He'll attack with a dribble. Slides his way in the lane and gets it to drop in off the glass. 14 now for Nate the Great, and the Tigers back within 2. A free ball from Gavin Siebold, a 2-pointer from Atkinson Innicky, and the rest from Nate Livy. There's a pass in the paint. Kirk kick out to King in the corner for 3. No, rebound weak side. Rosenau battling. That's going to go off of Council Grove. It's Tigers basketball. Gavin Siebold will come back on for the Tigers. Hayden out. 1:41 remaining first half, and the Tigers are within 2 and have the basketball back. Ant walks it across the midcourt stripe, looking at that 2-3 zone defense. Siebold has it right wing to Anthony. Around left to Rosenau. Now to Ant at the point. High post Last. Kick out left. Rosenau, good look for 3, and it's strong. Weak side rebound. Tipped by Livy. Kick out. Ant for 3. It's short. Rebound inside. Taken away by Salas. He will bring it himself, and we've got a reach-in foul on Atkinson Innicky. Nope, he's going to say inadvertent whistle. He started to call something as Ant kind of reached toward the basketball, and then the official says, nope, that's my mistake. Like that call. Not just because it doesn't put a foul on Atkinson Innicky for the Tigers, but he just admitted, yeah, I made a little mistake. Let's play on. You want to get it right? Yeah. Council Grove will have it. 1:10 to work here in the first half. Tigers trail by 2, 21-19. Right side deep, Burtzer. Goes outside and gets it to Kurtz. Who will penetrate toward the baseline. Ball tipped away by Livy out of bounds to Council Grove. Brigham Glaves back in. Rosenau comes out. 59 seconds to work in this first half of play. The Tigers trail by just a bucket. 21-19. Finch out deep. Kirk lobs it in the paint. Salas. Oh, what a look across lane, and somehow gets it through with the squat of Atkinson Innicky. Tigers down by 4. Brody King with another bucket inside. Livy, right side wing to Glaze. High post Last. Connor pulls up mid-lane. Short. Rebound comes off to Kirk of Council Grove. The Tigers down 4 with 38 to work in the half. Burtzer with it out deep. Tigers matched up man-to-man. Council Grove maybe winding it down for a final look in the half. Now they actually go back into motion. Finch, left and deep, it comes to King. Now outside to Salas. Now back in low, it comes Burtzer. Kick out, Finch for 3. No. Rebound, tipped. 12 seconds left, loose, and it's picked up by Council Grove in a corner to Brody King. Kick out top, now in the right corner. Burtzer fakes the 3 with 4. With 3, and an offensive charge against Council Grove. The Tigers will have it back. 3.3 seconds remaining in the half. 23-19, they trail. But a chance to get something away before the halftime break. It'll be Nate Livy to inbounds. 23-19 ball game. And it comes into Atkinson Innicky. He'll get a 3 off, and it is just short. Headed to halftime. Tigers trailing 23-19 when we come back.
Injuries can occur at inconvenient times, but Ortho On Call is there for you. The after-hours injury clinic at the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center is open Monday through Friday till 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday till 4 p.m. They can treat broken bones, strains, and sprains, as well as small cuts or wounds with no appointment necessary. Ortho On Call provides an alternative to emergency rooms and urgent care, and they accept most insurances. Located at 1600 Charles Place in Manhattan, the greatest comebacks begin here.
Take action now for a successful crop next year. At Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed and Feed, we're ready to help you plan for next season's weed control, moisture conservation, and fertilizer needs. For your plan, we'll utilize soil testing and variable seeding rates to cover high-level site-specific fertilizer and seed systems. Now is a good time to establish your fertilizer and chemical program for productive crops in 2018. Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Fleet. We offer customized solutions to help your crops thrive.
Here at RW Pest Control, being locally owned and operated means taking pride in our community and being thankful to serve and support the areas where we grew up. Our priority is protecting your home or business against the threat of unwanted pests and rodents. We know you'll be happy with our service, and you may be surprised by how much we can save you. RW Pest Control is a proud supporter of the Clay Center community and Tiger Athletics. Call us today for your free estimate or visit us online at rwpestcontrol.com. Athletics have been a mainstay of the high school scene for decades. Although many students get involved in sports simply for the love of the game, there are great benefits from participating. Our young athletes learn the fun of team rivalries and revel in the satisfaction of a job well done for their school. This feeling of community and the honor of representing the home team gives them a sense of pride that they will carry with them well beyond high school. Here's to a great winter sports season, Tigers, from your fans of Clay County National Bank, member FDIC.
23-19 ball game here at the halftime break. Council Grove the lead by 4 and walk the Tigers down 2 at the end of the quarter. Down 4 here at the halftime break. They could get a little bit of balance going in this ball game. Good things could happen, but they've given the ball up a few times. That's cost them. Both teams really battling, though, right now, just to try to find who's going to maybe get the thing to swing their way.
Yeah, good first half. Well played. The Tigers had the lead almost the whole first quarter. Then Council Grove got the lead and just held it the whole second quarter. Seemed like they're 4 ahead, 2 ahead, 5 ahead, and they're 4 ahead at the halftime. The Tigers, they just got to play hard and get to the line because they only shot 1 free throw in the first half. And Council Grove didn't shoot that many. They shot 5, but so it's been fairly foul-free for the game. But, yeah, I think this ought to be – I'll bet you it's pretty darn close whole second
the
half.
entire way. You get the feeling, don't you, to be like that. The Council Grove Braves are daring the Tigers to shoot from the three-point line, which the Tigers have shot it from the three-point line quite a few times. Now, they've made some, don't get me wrong, but I think you're right. If they get it to the lane, or at least attack the lane in some way, they probably could get more outside and inside.
Well, they're 3 out of 14, which is not acceptable. You can't keep doing that. You got to knock them down or get it inside. You shot 14 outside the arc and only 11 inside. Yeah. So, knock down the threes, or if that's not seem to be going down here early in the second half, got to work on getting it inside to try to get fouled.
23-19, halftime score here at Council Grove. The Tigers trail by 4. We'll look at the scoring leaders from the first half when we return.
For any concrete project you need for a residential driveway, basement, patio, or curb, you can count on Midwest Products to handle it. At every level of the job, you'll find a dedicated, skilled crew prepared to deliver a professional job. With state-approved plants in Hanover, Clay Center, Lynn, and Washington, they can meet the needs of residential, commercial, or farm-related projects. For other ready-mix concrete work, give Midwest Products a call at 800-371-2252.
Life changes, then it changes again. Predicting the unexpected in life is impossible. That's why it's called unexpected. So when it comes to your financial goals, our philosophy is don't predict, prepare. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Carrie Spillman. A job loss, change in health, or loss of a loved one can have a big impact on your family's financial security. Let's work together to help make sure you're equipped for life's unexpected events. Stop by our office at 701 4th Street for a face-to-face appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
In this risky market, does your farm have the protection it needs? Farmers Union Insurance is committed to providing our farm families with complete insurance solutions for every operation, large or small. We have products to cover everything from crops to combines, homes to barns, autos to auto steer and your tractors. Our products will help manage your risk and keep you protected from the unknown. Give me, Jim Gearhan, a call at 632-3264 or stop by our office at 426 Lincoln Avenue in downtown Clay Center. We are proud to support the Tiger Athletics.
Fun socks are not just for kids anymore. Meet Dr. Motion. He'll give you, your feet, and your legs a whole new perspective. Dr. Motion compression socks will brighten your day, so why not get a different colorful pair for every day of the week? They're so lively, you'll want to show them off. Come into Patterson's Health Mart Pharmacy and find a brand new shipment of Dr. Motion compression socks, designed with mild and moderate compression. You'll have happy feet and legs with Dr. Motion from Patterson's Health Mart Pharmacy in downtown Clay Center.
Tigers throw up the half here, 23-19. Let's look at your scoring leaders from the first half. First off for Council Grove, Carter Finch has knocked down 2 3-pointers. He averages almost 12 a game. He has 8 first-half points overall. Brody King, 6'3" sophomore, has been impressive early, 5.4 a game, but he's got 7 points in his first half thus far. A 3-ball from Sam Kirk, a 2-pointer from Brenton Fischhauser, and 1 free throw from Trace King. For the Clay Center Tigers, who have not made a free throw in the first half, but they've only shot 1 time. Neither team getting a lot of looks from the stripe, but it's been Nate Lively, the offensive scorer for the Tigers. He has 2 threes knocked in, 14 first-half points for Nate Lively, 14 of their 19. Elsewhere, Gavin Siebold knocked in a bomb for 3, and Anthony Atkinson-Inniking just the 1 2-point bucket thus far. It is a 23-19 ball game. Tigers trail by 4 at the half. Let's take another timeout nearing your second half here from Council Grove.
Whether you're buying, building, remodeling, or refinancing, your home is a major investment in your life. At United Bank and Trust, we understand how important it is to work with someone who cares. Our loan officers have the experience it takes to make the process a smooth one. Come in for a visit or start online by filling out a loan application at ubankonline.com in as little as 20 minutes. Mortgage lending with United Bank and Trust. It's banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The cooperative spirit drives Central Valley Ag. Energy League came Peel and it helps everyone work together.
What I like about the cooperative, it's staring about everybody else in the community to work towards the same goal.
Elevator Superintendent Tony Krause sees it in everyone involved in the cooperative.
I see people that are genuine, honest, uplifting, caring.
Location managers like Doug Eisenmaker lead their teams in the cooperative spirit.
It's not what I can do, it's not what you can do, but it's what we can do together.
You and Central Valley Ag, growing agriculture together.
As a third-generation seed company, Oldie Seed has pioneered the development of soil-specific hybrids that thrive in your soils. Our Know to Grow research program is the largest in the Midwest and utilizes advanced technologies including Enlist, Extend, and Liberty Link soybeans. Oldie's research program delivers top yields while helping you win the war on resistant weeds. This season, don't settle for anything less than a soil-specific seed from Oldie Seed.
For any concrete project you need for a residential driveway, basement, patio, or curb, you can count on Midwest Products to handle it. At every level of the job, you'll find a dedicated, skilled crew prepared to deliver a professional job. With state-approved plants in Hanover, Clay Center, Lynn, and Washington, they can meet the needs of residential, commercial, or farm-related projects. For other ready-mix concrete work, give Midwest Products a call at 800-371-2252.
23-19 ball game. Tigers down by 4 as we go to the second half action, just a little bit away from getting that underway. A couple of things I want to clear up for you. The Clay Center Lady Tigers did win 51-44 over Council Grove, led by Aaron Hamels, 15-11 each from Hannah Ferguson and Addie Mullen, 8 from Clara Edwards. Sid Calloway had 7. Lady Tigers go to 14-1 now, and still just the 1 loss in the NCKL. Also, it was Marysville winning over Abilene earlier in the matchup in the NCKL. Marysville now is 6-1 in league play as well. They won that game 47-32. Wamego a winner. Chapman girls get a win. Wamego is over Osage City. Chapman girls beat Southeast Saline 45-23 tonight. In the boys basketball action, Marysville 49, Abilene 40. That's after 3 quarters. Wamego 23-18 over Osage City. That is a halftime score. Here, 23-19, Tigers trail by 4. Also, would like to mention that the Clay Center Tigers Scholars Bowl team, regional champions, that's taking place this week. So our congratulations to the Scholars Bowl team, regional champions. Second half starts off with an Atkinson-Inniking steal A three-point pull-up, missing, but a rebound kept alive by Connor Last, and the Tigers still have the basketball. So a good start for the second half, down by 4, 23-19 ball game. Gavin Siebold has it now to Connor Last, around right to Glaves, to the post for Atkinson Inniking, to the corner. Libby runs it down, now back outside for Last. Around left it comes to Siebold. Gavin in the corner, Libby again for three. No, rebound comes off to Kirk of Council Grove. So the Tigers remain down 4. Had a couple of looks after the early steal by Atkinson Inniking. Now Council Grove with their second possession of the second half. Tischhauser, pull-up jumper is good. He's got his second bucket, and the Tigers trail by 6 here. Ant will bring it down the floor. Salas chasing him. Now Anthony kick out. Glaves for three. Yes! A high stepper buries it from the left wing and cuts the lead back down to 3, 25-22. First bucket of the night for Brigham Glaves. Now a steal by Nate Libby and a foul on Finch as Libby was racing to the other end. This will be back at half court where Finch really just reached out and grabbed a hold of Libby to keep him from having a lay-in on the other end of the courts. Ant will inbound it. Glaves will bring it across. 2-3 zone by Council Grove. Tigers down 3, back with possession. Glaves, left to last. Corner left, it comes to Libby. Now to Glaves. Around to the right side looking for Siebold. Ball knocked to the backcourt. Free ball, so Siebold goes and gets it. Gavin hands it off now to Connor Last. Ant trying to run the post out top. See if they feed it in and out a couple of times in the lane. He sees the floor so well also. The pass a little flat this time. It's going to be tipped and taken away. And Salas roaring to the other end for a lay-in. Big guy getting out and going. Ty Salas' first bucket. And Clay Center trailing 27-22. Last, left on the wing to Glaves. Out top to Connor. Now to Siebold right wing. To Last, here's to the post. Atkinson Inniking off the Last. And the ball loose. Glaves comes up with it. And Brigham Glaves with 5 early points here in the third. The lead is back down to 3, 27-24. Right place, right time for Brigham Glaves on that trip. 5:48 left in the third. Drive by Finch and a bump. Will be a foul on the floor against Gavin Siebold. So the Tigers down 4 at half. Fell behind by 6. But the three-pointer for Glaves and then the 2-point stick back. And they're down by 3. 27-24. Dylan Swihart in. Glaves will come out for a breather. Now it's Kirk for 3. No. Rebound tipped up in the lane. That may have been as much Atkinson Inniking with his hand on it, trying to keep it alive as it was anybody else. It'll likely go to Carter Finch for the bucket. Connor Last has it right wing. Tigers throw by 5. Here's Ant. Right at the top of the key, just inside the arc. To Swihart. Around left it comes to Siebold. Gavin out deep for Swihart. Around right it goes to Last. High post, Ant. Double team. Now he steps through, leans in the lane, and lays it in off the glass. He's got 4. The Ant man cuts the lead back to 3 again, 29-26. Finch the other way. Nearly lost it in the lane, able to get it to the corner. Now Salas inside, and he took steps before he got to the rim. Clay Center has it back. Down by 3, 29-26. 5:01 remains, third period. And it's Dylan Swihart bringing it up the floor for the Tigers. Livy, Siebold, Ant, and Connor on the floor. Boomer has it right now, right wing. Last outside to Swihart. To Siebold. Back to Dylan. High post is Atkinson Inniking. Kick left, 2-pointer for Siebold. He had a 3 in the first half. Misses here. Now it's Last with a wide open look for 3, and it rattles out. Tigers could have tied it on that long one. They trail 29-26. Here's a drive by Tischhauser, blocked by Last, and then Tischhauser's going to be called for the reach-in. Connor Last with the transition defense, the block, and the Tigers have possession back. They trail by just 3. That foul on Tischhauser is his second. Swihart brings it up the court. He looks at a 2-3 zone. Libby comes wing left. Puts it out deep to Last. Connor right on the wing to Atkinson Inniking. Here's Last in the paint. He's going to be fouled on his way in the lane. It'll be on the floor, so the Tigers take it out of bounds on their own baseline. Down again, 29-26. Nate Livy will inbound it. 4:11 to work, third period. They have Seabold and Atkinson inning low on the block. They get it into Ant below the bucket. Off to Seabold in the lane. Shot won't go. Rebound tipped up, but a foul called against the Tigers' Atkinson inning. So it'll be the other way to Council Grove. The first foul on Ant. And it will be Council Grove headed the other direction, Brett Burtzer. Midway point, third quarter. Tigers down 29-26. They trailed 4 at halftime, down 3 right now. Council Grove, Salas to the post. King, Brody King missing. Rebound to Atkinson King. He'll bring it himself. Ant into the front court. Turns and spins it out. Now crosses over toward the lane. Kick out of the right wing. Here's Last for 3. Yes! And we're tied at 29. Ant the kick out. Boomer the 3. And it's a 29-29 ball game. Headed the other way, though. Fischhauser, the lay-in. He has 6 points. The lead is 2 for Council Grove. Lively down court toward Connor Last. Kick out to Siebel. Stopping at T. Swihart. Left side wing, Atkinson Iniking. And now out deep it goes to Lively. 3:19 left here in the third. Anthony holds, looks inside. Ball fakes it. Out deep it comes to Siebel. Around right, Swihart in the corner. Lively, dribble attack. Little fader off glass and good. He's got 16 now. First bucket of the second half. We're tied again, 31-31. Salas in the backcourt brings it across to Kirk. Now right side wing, ball fake and drive by Burtzer. And we have a foul on the floor called against Play Center. It'll be on Nate Lively. Third team foul in the half against the Tigers. It is the first foul of the game on Nate Lively. So no worries there at this point. Swihart out. Evan Rosen out back in for the Tigers. 2:54 remains here in the third. Inbounds pass. People nearly stole it. Salas has it. Double teamed, and now back out deep it comes to Burtzer. Lively on him. Tigers in the man-to-man. 2:45 to work third quarter. Tied at 31. Left wing, it comes for King. Rosen now has that assignment. Now out top, Kirk has a wide-open 3 ball, but it's strong. Has his own rebound. Attacks the lane. Floater up and good. Sam Kirk knocks it in. Tigers just didn't check him off the boards. And the bucket gives Council Grove the lead now at 33-31. Ant up top for 3, and he splashes one down. 7 now for Atkinson Iniking, and guess what? The Tigers have taken the lead, 34-33. Here's a drive inside. Lively draws the charge. Burtzer took it in. Lively takes the contact, and the Tigers have it back with a 1-point advantage.
First lead for the Tigers since late in the first quarter.
Led most of the first, as Walt was saying at halftime. And then Council Grove got that 4-point lead and just kind of kept it right there until now. The Tigers making a move, and they lead 34-33. 2:10 left to work, third period. Lively will walk it up. Rosenau, Seabold, Last. Atkinson Iniking on the floor. Here's Evan in the corner. Out top to Ant. The Seabold, left wing. Lively, ball fake, drive. Has it stripped away. A reach-in foul against the Braves. And it'll be Tiger basketball on the sideline. A minute 58 to work here in the third. And the basketball goes to the baseline for the Tigers to inbound it. 34-33, Clay Center by 1. Live it inbound. Lobs it out deep for Atkinson Iniking. Left side wing, Last to the corner. Lively attacks the paint, floater up, and it's strong. Rebound, though, Last. He'll take it up in the lane, and he's going to be called for the offensive charge. Burtzer called forward on the other end. Last just took it a little too deep, and Burtzer was there to take enough contact to get the whistle called. Good take by Connor Last, just a little too deep by the time he took the shot. His third, team's third in the half. A minute 45 to work, third quarter. 34-33, Clay Center by 1. Right side wing and deep is Salas. Attacks the dribble to the baseline, below the bucket now, to the corner. King for 3, good. Brody King knocks down the triple. He now has 10 points in the game, and the Tigers trail 36-34. Here's Last on the wing left. Out top, Atkinson Iniking for 3 again. His second straight triple. The headband lightened it up, and the Tigers back up 37-36. A minute 10 to work, third period. Burtzer to the corner. Finch. Libby out on him. Top of the key comes to Salas. Now left corner. Burtzer for three. It's strong. Long rebound. Tipped near the sideline. Run down by the Braves. Now Finch in the paint. Ball fake. Steps underneath. He walked with the basketball. He got Nate Lively up in the air, but then Finch took steps across the lane, and the Tigers will have it back here with a 1-point lead and 54 seconds remaining in the third. Nate Lively will bring it inbounds. And now we'll bring it up the floor. Nate left and deep to last. Boomer to the post for Lively. In the lane, he is fouled. He left that ball up on the rim. They call this an offensive charge? Oh, wow. They call this on Nate Lively, saying he lowered his shoulder. Well, he may have. That's because two guys were sandwiching him as he got into the paint. Wow. That is a tough one. Just won't let us get to the free throw line, will they? They will not let it happen. No free throws for the Tigers in this game. Well, they had one chance in the first half. 37-36. Now we've got a foul in the paint. And they're going to call this against the Tigers. And it will be on Atkinson Inniking. It's his second. 33 seconds remain, third period. Tigers lead here by 1. Finch to inbound it. From the baseline for the Braves. Backdoor looking low. The ball slips through his hands. Tigers have numbers the other way. Connor Last toward the lane. Takes it up himself. Fingertip roll is good. Boomer knocks it in. He's got 5 in the quarter. And the Tigers have a 3-point lead. 22 to work. Tischhauser to the front court. Out deep it comes for Sam Kirk. Dribble drive taken away by Last. Connor up the right sideline. He attacks the paint again. All the way to the glass. Follow up. And no. Rosen now brings it back down with 5. He gets it out to Lively. 3 seconds left. Long three before the buzzer. Boom! Nate the Great drills it. And the Tigers a 6-point lead headed to the fourth quarter. It's 42-36. Tigers lead it when we come back.
Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement in Concordia reminds you that brutal winter days will soon be here. You're almost out of time to have your roof replaced before the cold weather season arrives. Roof work must be completed with daytime temperatures of at least 45 degrees in order to avoid long-term problems with adhesiveness. Learn more at GeislerRoofing.com.
This is Dallas Hassan making Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement as you covered with more than 38 years experience.
Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement. We've got you covered.
When you grow corn or soybeans for a living, you're always looking for the latest advances to help your fields be more profitable. That's why it's time to turn to Channel. When you plant Elite Channel seed products, you also get the services of your very own Channel seedsman. You see, your seedman works with you year-round to make the most of your operation.
For customized service, expert advice, and elite seed products, contact Colton with Frontier Ag Supply, 785-630-0596.
Well, the Clay Center Tigers caught fire from beyond the arc in particular, Walk, in this second half.
Yeah, we were just saying, I think that was the best quarter that the Tigers have played this year. They scored 19 in the first half and 23 in the third quarter.
And, I mean, got it rolling from outside. Then the defense started cooking, and they got some transition buckets. They lead by 6 to begin the fourth quarter. There, now the pass in the paint is going to be taken away, and Council Grove forces the turnover. Back the other direction, Salas. Ball loose. Ant has it, and he's fouled on his way out of the lane. And this will be the 16th foul now on both teams. And the Tigers will have the basketball back, still with a 6-point lead. Tigers in that third quarter got the early three from Brigham Glaze. He started it. Then he got a stick-back bucket. He has 5. They had 2 threes from Ant. 8 of his 10 in the third quarter. Connor Last hits a 3. Nate Lively, the buzzer beater 3. Huge buckets for the Tigers in the third from beyond that half moon. They lead by 6 with the basketball. Rosen out with it deep right. Lively around left to Seaball. Now you've built the lead. You can't stay in love with the three-pointer. They got to stretch it out. Lively takes it left side. No. Rebound. Tips to the sideline and out of bounds. It'll be back to Council Grove. So the Tigers, the shot short, rims to the sideline and out of bounds. 42-36, 7 minutes remains in the game. Council Grove does have possession of the basketball. Tischhauser with it out deep. the 7-win Braves team. Tigers looking for their 4th victory of the season. Finch, pull-up jumper, no. Rebound. Connor last above everybody, comes down with it. And then a jump ball arrow, as it was tied up, I believe, with Sam Kirk or with Salas, is going to go to Council Grove on the alternate possession. 6:48 remains, 4th quarter. Both teams are in the bonus from here on out. Kirk has it out on the wing left. Deep right to Finch. 6:45 remains here in the 4th. Tigers 42-36 with the lead. Finch out deep right wing. Libby on him. Now he puts the dribble down and backs it out near the half-court stripe. And Libby's going to get caught with a reach-in. Long way from the basket and just trying to, just a little overplay, and it puts Finch at the stripe and a chance to shoot 2.
Kelsey 4 out of 5 from the line so far tonight. Play center 0 for 1.
Isn't that a weird stat? Yes. And there's 6:33 left in this game. Front into the 1-and-1. Finch misses. So the Tigers have it back, still leading here by 6. Atkinson indicating to the front court. Kicks it out deep now for Libby. Right side wing, Rosenau. Evans to Ant. Ball gets through his hands. Finch the other way, and he's going to be fouled by Seabold. And that'll put Carter Finch back at the line for another 1-and-1 chance. 42-36, 6:16 left to go, 4th quarter. The Tigers leading by 6 points. Finch at the line for a 1-and-1. He missed the front end the last time there, the 5'11" senior. Free throw from their point guard is up and in this time. He now has 11 points in the game. Cuts the lead to 5. Rosenau out, Glaves in, Seabold, Atkinson, Inniking, Last, and Libby on the court. Second free throw is also good. And a timeout taken on the floor. 6:16 left here in the 4th. Tigers lead at 42-38. They'll have the basketball when we come back.
For quality and cost-efficient semi-truck and trailer repair service, bring it to TSI Kansas. We're able to perform a broad spectrum of diesel repairs. Our goal is to gain customers that will be customers for life. We take pride in the trustworthy technicians and staff that mirror our company's philosophy. We offer high-end equipment that helps to diagnose issues promptly so that we're able to repair them while minimizing your downtime. Get your fleet maintenance and equipment repair done at a company that cares. TSI Kansas and Clay Center.
42-38 ball game. Tigers have that lead by 4. 6:16 remaining in this 4th period. Lady Tigers won earlier, 51-44 to go to 14-1 of the season. And now you see those Lady Tigers in the stands cheering on the guys, looking for a sweep tonight here at Council Grove. Atkinson Inniking, a little half-court trap coming from Council Grove. Ant brings it across. Now gets rid of it to Connor Last. Right side wing, Libby. Nate puts the dribble down. Little run and jump trap, it looks like, put on 1-3-1 by Council Grove. Tigers have handled it right now. Libby with the dribble, kick out to Last. Under 6 to go in the game. Atkinson Inniking hits 2 threes. Airballs this one short, and Nate Libby there to clean it up. He has 21. I think Ant just told Nate as he ran by that was a feed. So it was the assist, right? Yeah. 44-38. Tigers lead it here by 6. Salas, ball fake. Kick to the corner, thrown away. Tigers have it back. Play center up by 6. 5.5 to go in the 4th quarter. And they'll have possession back. Nate Libby will inbound it. Atkinson, Inniking, Glaves, Seabold, and Last on the floor. Into Brigham Glaves. He'll bring it up the floor, right sideline. Double team, pivots, hands it off to Last, into a double team, and back outside now for Libby. Nate with the dribble against Kirk. Stops, needs help, gets this from Seabold, and now a timeout taken by Coach Drew Groover of the Tigers. 44-38. Clay Center leads it here. 5:12 to go in the ball game. You're listening to Tiger Basketball.
For any business to be successful, they have to treat their customers right. I'm Brandy Lippert with Union State Bank, and providing great customer service is really important to me, and I think it's a crucial part of any business. We place the highest priority on treating you with respect, and then all of our other banking services flow from that. I think it's what sets us apart from the rest. Stop by the bank and see for yourself. We're Union State Bank in downtown Clay Center, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
44-38 ball game. Clay Center Tigers, the lead of 6. Still 5:12 to go in this game, so a long way left for the Tigers against the Council Grove Braves. But on the road, they've been on the road a bunch of late. Played well Tuesday against a good Chapman Irish team, came up short. Tonight leading by 6 here in the fourth quarter. Atkins Fininicky starts to drive, now backs it out, a little hesitation move, still with the dribble. 5 count on, now he takes it to the lane, fall away, just inside the free throw stripe. 12 points for the Ant-Man, and now an 8-point Tiger lead. Just under 5 to work here in the fourth. Dribble drive, Carter Finch, cut off by Libby. Back outside it comes. Back to Finch in the corner. Now out top, Council Grove to the wing right, Kirk. He'll dribble drive. His floater, strong. Rebound, Atkinson into King. Brings down the board, and he's going to walk to the other end for a chance at a 1-and-1. That's 8 rebounds by the Ant-Man. And, ladies and gentlemen, for the second time in the game, the Clay Center Tigers will shoot a free throw. How about that? True. 4:40 left in the game. They've had 1 free throw chance tonight, the Tigers, and now a 1-and-1 for Atkins. Chance to, you're going to have to knock these down to keep this lead. Free throw up and free throw good. Ant now with 13 in the game. And the lead grows to 9. They can make it double digits on this charity, and Anthony can knock it in. And he does so. Perfect. 48-38. Tigers now lead it by 10 with 4:38 to go in this game. Council Grove across the timeline. And a tip away by Ant. Near steal. Kirk gets it back. Drives the paint. And a great defensive play by Nate Libby. Thought maybe it had gone then off of Council Grove, but they say Libby was the last to touch it. It'll stay with the Braves on the baseline. 4:30 remains, fourth quarter. 48-38 ball game. Tigers with a 10-point advantage for the baseline. Council Grove fires it out deep. Tischhauser. Wild into the lane, no good. And they foul late. And they say maybe after the shot, that's the only thing I could think of because that ball has been rebounded. No, they're going to stay on the shot. So he called that on Eastern time because that shot had been rebounded and the Tigers were headed the other way when the whistle blew. And at the free throw line, Tischhauser makes the first of 2. 48-39. The Tigers now lead it by 9. Second free throw is also down. 8 points for Tischhauser. An 8-point Tiger lead. Still 4:20 left in this game. As Atkinson Inniking brings it across. Backs it out with the dribble. Tischhauser on him. Crosses over. Now the kick out to Libby. Nate works it around the corner. All the way in the lane. Scoop shot off the glass and good. What a night for Nate the Great. He's got 23 now. The Tigers back up by 10. Here's a drive by Kirk. Tischhauser. Reverse lay-in. No. Rebound to Connor Ladd. Up the floor to Atkinson Inniking. Now he attacks the lane. Backs it out. Turns and spins. Behind the back. Now taps it out near the timeline and hands it off to Libby. Nate will dribble attack. In low it comes. Seabold doesn't want the shot. Backs it out to run clock. 3:37 working. Tigers with the lead of 10. Atkinson Inniking gets by Tischhauser. Spins in the lane. Floater up off. No. And the rebound off the back iron comes away to Council Grove. Would have been a heck of a make if Ant knocks that one down. Here is Kirk the other way. He finds a wide-open Brody King on the weak side, and he knocks it in. Timeout now taken by Council Grove. The Tigers lead by 8. 3:17 left in your fourth quarter here in Council Grove.
Oh, my arm!
What happened?
I tripped, landed on my wrist. I was turning purple.
Let's call Ortho On Call to get you in right away.
That's not gonna happen. It's a doctor's office, not an emergency room.
Ortho On Call can get you in quick and replaces expensive emergency room visits. They're open weekdays till 8 p.m. and weekends till 4.
Oh, the bone's not sticking out. It's probably fine. Don't touch it. It's tender.
Call the Ortho On Call Clinic in Manhattan for all your injuries, big or small. The greatest comebacks begin here.
3:17 remains in the ball game. Tigers up 50-42. It will be Clay Center's basketball as Brody King knocked in the 2-point field goal, had a great feed across the lane. It cuts the lead to 8. Tigers go back with possession. Nate Livey into Gavin Seabold. Nate gets it right back. Now races across the timeline toward the paint in the corner. Connor Lass. Glaves for three, right wing, just short, and the rebound comes off to Council Grove. Back to the direction will come Trace King. Now the kick out to Finch. Under 3 to work in the ball game. Tigers lead it by 8. Council Grove's possession. King. Left side deep for Brody King. Now to Trace King got top. Tigers in the man-to-man. Finch with the dribble. Kicks it left and deep to Bertzer. 2:39 left in the game. Tigers up by 8 points, 50-42. Into the paint, they get it to Brody King. He is going to be blocked but fouled. And the Tigers just lost number 20, who's been a real thorn in the side of the Tigers in the paint. And they found him that time. And a foul call. They put this on Connor Last, his fourth. 2 free throws coming for Brody King. And the first one's up and in. He's 4 for 4 at the stripe tonight. Again, the Tigers 2 of 3 in the game. There's 2:33 left in the game. They've had 3 free throw attempts. Odd game. They have shot a lot of threes. That would keep you away from the line somewhat, but still a really unique stat. King knocks in both free throws now. He has 16 points in the game. Tigers with a basketball. Connor Last off the inbounds. Full court pressure. Nearly taken away. It's out of bounds off of Kirk. With 2:28 remaining, the Tiger lead is now 6. Marysville does beat Abilene. Boys action. So Marysville sweeping Abilene tonight, 65-60, that boys final. Atkinson Inniking through a double team. Brings it across. And now we've got a blocking foul called against Bertzer. And that'll put Ant at the free throw stripe. And he'll be shooting a 1-and-1. $14 points for Ant. And a chance here at the stripe to add to it. A foul on Bertzer, his fourth for the Braves. 2:21 left, 50-44. Tigers lead it here by 6. Atkinson Inniking drains the first free throw. He now has 15. And he gets the back end of the 1-and-1. Free throw up and perfect. 16 now for Atkinson Inniking, 52-44. Tigers back up by 8. 2:21 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Kirk brings it across for Council Grove. Late in the fourth, Tigers with an 8-point lead. Here's Finch, out top against Livy. Right wing deep, Kirk. Back to Finch. Beyond the arc. They go to the post, taken away by Dylan Swihart. Then taken back by Tischhauser. Then a drive in the lane, a wild shot. Body flying to the ground, no whistles. Tigers head the other direction. Connor Last, good look inside. Glaves is fouled. And 2 free throws coming for the Tigers, Brigham Glaves. 52-44. And to the stripe, Brigham Glaves for the Tigers. See if he can get the lead back up to double digits. Free throw up and the mark. It does not happen often. 86% from the stripe this season. Brigham Glaves. Minute 56 to work in the fourth. One more free throw coming for the senior here. 52-44. Tigers lead by 8. Under 2 in the game. Glaves steps into the free throw and buries the second one. He now has 6 points. The high stepper. The high stepper indeed. Big free throw for the Tigers. Gets them back up by 9. A minute 50 left in the game. Council Grove's basketball. Finch out top. Lost it, but it's picked up by Kirk. Down to the corner right, Bertzer. Ball fake. Ant out on in. Backdoor look for Kirk. And what an alley-oop lay-in. Kirk caught that. About 5 foot from the rim. Falling out of bounds and somehow got it to go in. The lead is 7. Nate Livy. Down court. Into the paint. Glaves steps through. Now tries to get it back out. It's taken away. This is Tischhauser. Across lane. Bertzer. Blocked by Atkinson Inniking. Last with the deflection. Tigers have it with a minute 15 left and a 7-point lead. Tebow, front court, double team. Coach Gruber calling for a timeout, and he will get it. A minute 10 remaining. 53-46. Tigers by 7. Timeout on the court. You're listening to Tiger Basketball.
If you haven't had one of your semi-trucks or trailers repaired at TSI Kansas in Clay Center, it's high time you put us to the test. We want to prove to you just how reliable we are at fixing any problems you might have with your diesel engine, transmission, clutch, brakes, or lights. We have an extensive parts network at our fingertips, enabling us to cut your wait time, and you'll find our prices fair. You'll be glad you made TSI your hometown diesel repair shop. We're located at 612 West Court Street in Clay Center.
For any concrete project you need for a residential driveway, basement, patio, or curb, you can count on Midwest Products to handle it. At every level of the job, you'll find a dedicated, skilled crew prepared to deliver a professional job. With state-approved plants in Hanover, Clay Center, Lynn, and Washington, they can meet the needs of residential, commercial, or farm-related projects. For other ready-mix concrete work, give Midwest Products a call at 800-371-2252.
53-46. Clay Center Tigers a 7-point lead. A minute 10 left in the game, and they will have the basketball right at the scorer's table. And the official throws the ball down and starts counting. They've got to get it in quick. They do. Gavin Siebold in the backcourt. Gavin brings it across. Now hands it off to Connor Last. A minute 5 remaining. Last to the sideline right. Atkinson Inniking throws it off of Tischhauser, and it'll be Clay Center's basketball. Smart play by Ant to keep the possession. It'll be in the corner. Nate Leiby to inbound.
1 minute remains.
1 minute left. That's right. They'll fire it deep down the court. Atkinson Inniking can run it down and then bring it back across. That'll milk some more time off. He brings it into the front court, gets rid of it to Leiby. Nate gets by a double team, now a triple team, and now a reach-in foul against Council Grove will put Nate Leiby at the stripe. Both teams are in the double bonus from here on out.
Well, I mentioned earlier the Tigers are going to have to step up and knock down free throws. So far, they've been able to do it. They hadn't shot free throws the whole game until midway through the fourth quarter, but in the fourth quarter, we are 5 out of 6 from the line so far.
Leiby with 2, but short on the first one.
Shouldn't have said it, should I?
Yeah, really. 65% free throw shooter, but short on that one. Tigers by 7, 49 to work. Second free throw, this one's in. He has 24 tonight. Tigers lead by 8. And it's picked up at the half-court line. Kirk, with 47, brings it across to Tischhauser. Wing right deep is Finch. Takes it a couple of times. 40 seconds remaining. Now out to Kirk. Three-pointer on its way and down. Wow, what a shot from Stan Kirk. That's 2 huge buckets for the senior here in the last 15 to 20 seconds. Tiger lead is 54-49. Timeout again on the court. You're listening to Tiger Basketball.
Here at TSI Kansas, we'd like to say thank you to our customers for allowing TSI Kansas to serve you, and a special thanks to our drivers for their hard work and dedication, and to their families for their support and understanding. We know it takes all of these people to make us a great company. If you'd like to work for a company who cares about you and your family, call 632-5183. Ask for me, Heather. Check out our Facebook page or learn more about us at tsikansas.com.
Hi, this is Galen Bushling. When I was hired by Union State Bank in 1983 during the last major ag crisis, there were 3 other banks in the county. Today, Union State Bank is the only one of those that remains. We've worked with our ag customers to help them through that typical time in their lives. We've been here for 117 years to serve this community, and we maintain that same allegiance today. But we can't do it without you. Will you join with us? For all of your financial needs, stop by and visit with one of our team members today. Union State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
54-49. Tigers have the basketball back. They have a lead. Length of the floor to go. Atkinson King looked for a home run ball, wasn't there. Now that Nate Leiby, he's fouled in the backcourt. 2 free throws now for Nate the Great. 24 points tonight. He was 1 of 2 at the stripe the last time there. Well, it's the Tigers to ice if they can knock down their free throws. 33 seconds left. The lead is 5. First free throw from Leiby is in. It rattled around and fell home. 25 now for Nate. And 1 more free throw coming. Tigers have Glaves, Last, Atkinson, Innington, and Seabold on the floor. They're all off the lane, back on defense. Libby, one more free throw. Second one up. This one is strong, and it rattles out. Tiger lead is 6. 30 seconds remaining. Here's Finch in the corner. Fakes the three. Steps out. Ball stripped away by Last. They get him for a reach-in. Connor saying, I did not hit anything but basketball. He may not have, but the official just saw the hand and made the call. And so the basketball goes back to the free throw stripe. Now for Council Grove, they get a chance to shoot with no time going off the clock. That foul on Connor, his 5th.
They're doing the same thing with the clock again, Ross.
Yeah, they count down for the foul outs. This time they had it more under control. Girls' game was a little different. Took a while to get it straightened out. Lady Tigers did win tonight, 51-44 with that final. Tiger boys leading right now, 55-49, make it 55-50 as Carter Finch makes the first free throw. 26 seconds remaining. Second free throw up. This one is good as well. He's hit his last 4 free throws. He has 14 now in the game. And the lead is 4 for the Tigers. 26 seconds to work. They've led by as many as 10 here in this quarter. Atkinson King into Rosenau. Right back to Ann. Up the floor, Glaive. On down the court, Gavin Seabold attacks. Play in, swatted, but he's fouled by Burster. Gavin Seabold is headed to the free throw stripe. Gavin, 61% from the stripe on the season. Tigers able to break down the pressure, get it down the court. Seabold went strong, and the foul on Burcher is his 5th. He comes out. So Connor Last fouls out for the Tigers. Burcher now fouling out for the Braves. 20 seconds left here in this fourth quarter. The Tigers lead it by 4 with Gavin Seabold. 2 free throws coming at the stripe. 20 seconds remaining. First free throw is good. The ball hawk buries it. He's got 4 points. Hit a 3 in the first half. Second charity coming. This would put the lead to 6. Seabold. Second one rims off. Council Grove the other way. Play center leading by 5. Kirk. Right side wing Finch. Long free ball is short. Long rebound. The outlet pass from Rosenau to Atkinson King. He'll take it in and lay it in with 6 seconds, and the Tigers are going to get it done. 4 seconds left. They lead by 7. Kirk at the buzzer for 3. No. And the Tigers have done it. 58-51. Your final. The Clay Center Tigers, the 7-point winner here on the road against the Council Grove Braves. 58-51, your final. Tigers win it. Stay with us. Post-game coming up.
The Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center in Manhattan is continually in tune with the latest advances in medical treatments and therapies. One of these is called dry needling. This technique provides a stimulus to muscular trigger points, which leads to favorable biochemical changes. The result? Pain reduction for a variety of issues including neck, back, and shoulder pain, as well as common conditions such as carpal tunnel syndrome and tennis elbow. Visit the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center in Manhattan. The greatest comebacks begin here.
For any concrete project you need for a residential driveway, basement, patio, or curb, you can count on Midwest Products to handle it. At every level of the job, you'll find a dedicated, skilled crew prepared to deliver a professional job. With state-approved plants in Hanover, Clay Center, Lynn, and Washington, they can meet the needs of residential, commercial, or farm-related projects. For other ready-mix concrete work, give Midwest Products a call at 800-371-2252.
With United Bank and Trust online banking, you have access to your hometown bank 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year at ubankonline.com. You can view account balances, access statements, and transfer money between your UBT accounts. You can also view account activity, pay bills, and even make loan payments without being limited by banking hours. Simply visit ubankonline.com to learn more. Online banking with United Bank and Trust. It's banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Tigers 58-51 winner here tonight over the Council Grove Braves as they win by 7. And good win because you have to come from behind, and then you have to hold on in a tense situation and on the road walk. All those factors go into play, and the Tigers find a way.
I thought it was a good game. It was back and forth there for a long time. And then the Tigers just had the quarter of the year in the third quarter, and were able to gain the lead and stretch that out a little bit. And then we said it was important to drain the free throws down the stretch, and they did that. They ended up 8 out of 13 for the game, and 8 out of 12 there in the second half. We said they were down 14-12 rebounding in the first half. They ended up rebounding Council Grove 25-21.
Wow!
And we all the other thing we said that really was important, that 3 out of 24 from behind the three was not going to cut it. They shot 5 out of 10 in the second half for 50%, and that's the things that won them the game.
And some good balance. Two guys that go off for big numbers, and then guys just contributing when they needed to in that second half. Brigham Glaves kind of got it going. Connor Last kind of took it from there. Some free throws down the stretch across the board. The Tigers win at 58-51. It is our post-game show here on a Friday night, being brought to you by Midwest Products. The Clay Center Tigers, again, winning 58-51. 16 points for Brody King leads the way for the Braves. 14 from Carter Finch, 10 from Sam Kirk. Branton Tischhauser had 8. Trace King with 1 for the Tigers. Nate Lively, 25 points tonight, and he got it going early and really kept it going. Anthony Atkinson, inning king, 18 points. He had 16 in the second half, really turning it on. Brigham Glaves, that huge start to the third quarter, finishes with 6. Gavin Siebold, 4 points, big free throw late at a three-pointer in the first half. Connor Last with 5, a big part of that third period that Wonk was talking about, and just a really good win for the Tigers. They get their 4th victory in the season and drop Council Grove now to 7-9 on the year. The Tigers will travel to Republic County Tuesday night for the next action. Again, the Lady Tigers winning earlier, 51-44. Wonk, as always, appreciate you having alongside.
Hey, this was a great night. The Lady it's worth mentioning, too, the Lady Tiger JV team, big win, 63-23.
44
earlier they watched before the Lady Tigers.
We often come in and get a chance to see the last quarter and a half, 2 quarters, and it was a running clock about the time we were really settled in to watch them play. They really played well. Lady Tigers, Tiger Boys win it tonight. Lady Tigers 51-44. The Tiger Boys win it 58-51 here at Council Grove. That's going to wrap it up for our studio engineer, Bernie Pancella. For Wonk Wallace, this is Rocky Downing telling you to enjoy the rest of your Sports Friday.